everyone, I am Novia Tindun. In this video, I will explain material of curriculum and material development, and the topic is teaching. So let's see. What is teaching? The teaching has gone through many phases over the years, with various methods being held as the solution to improving literacy levels. So, teaching is not only a job of work, but a teacher is charged with walking students to the nature of reality and providing a rigorous introduction to a certain discipline and creating an awareness of their responsibility. And in the teaching, we have the role of institution. In the role of institution, there are the organization culture. So, what is organization culture? The organization culture in education refers of a school in the ethos and environment that exists within a school, the kind of communication and decision making that take place, and the management and the staffing structure they support. And the second one is quality criteria in an institution. Quality criteria in educational institution is curriculum to be important job for teachers to provide quality teaching for students with quality strategy in order to achieve a success of the quality criteria that have been set in curriculum of the educational institution. The following characteristics are indicator of the quality of school or educational institution. There are a sense of mission, a strategic plan, the quality of mechanism, a sound curriculum, flexible organizational framework, good international communications, professional treatment of teachers, and opportunity for teachers. And we have the teaching context. So the context of teaching includes anything in the surrounding environment. The teaching context included size and staff structure, equipment, support staff, teachers' workspace, teacher resource room, teaching facilities, and the last is class size. And in teaching, we have the role of teacher. The first element of the role of teacher is skills and qualification. So skills and qualification of teacher are abilities teacher must be developed in order to be successful in the field of education that have been made the conceptualize the nature of teacher knowledge and skills. Uh, there are core components of teacher knowledge include the following. The first one is practical knowledge, content knowledge, contextual knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, personal knowledge, and reflective knowledge. And there are 6 areas of basic teaching skills. There are language awareness, the learners, the teacher, and the teaching or learning context, planning for effective teaching of actual learners of English, classroom management and teaching skills, resources and material for teaching, and the last is professional development. And in the teaching, we have support for teachers. This is important if teacher is expected to teach well and to develop their teaching skill and knowledge over time, they need ongoing support. And the next is the teaching process. So in the teaching process, the focus here is on the teaching practice that occur within a program, how this can be characterized, and how quality teaching can be achieved and maintained. And we have teaching models and principles. in teaching models and principles are the product of their experience, their training, and their belief. So every innovation in classroom practice, from the application of assignment to the implementation of a new curriculum, must be accommodated by the curriculum planning designer, or the teacher will be facilitate harmony between innovation and teacher interpretation in the classroom. And the next is maintaining good teaching. In the teachers and administration must maintain good teaching practice. This involves establishing a shared commitment to quality teaching and selecting appropriate steps to make it happen. And the next is we have evaluating teaching. In evaluating teaching, if a program seeks to provide quality teaching, it is essential that a teacher performs the regular review. This involves the development of an appraisal system and the learning process in teaching. The, the first one is understanding of the course or class. So, in the understanding of the course of class, it is very important to ensure that the learners understand the goals of the course, the reason for the way it is organized and taught, and the approach to learning that will be anchored to the text. And the second one is field of learning. In the field of learning, learners enter a course with their own fields of teaching and learning, and this may not be identical to those of their own teacher. And the third is learning style. In the learning style, it refers to the fact that every person has its own method or set of strategies when learning. And the fourth is motivation. Motivation, it is also important to find out what the learner's motivation are for taking the course. And the next is support. Support, this includes the kinds of feedback learners will get about their learning and opportunities that are provided for faster or slower learners. And in the teaching, we have application of curriculum to lesson plan. So what is lesson plan? Lesson plan is a plan for teacher to teach certain subject at certain grade level and to a certain topic and to one or more meetings. Things that should be written in the lesson plan are as follows. The first is identify of the subject matter, which consists of the title of the lesson, class or semester, program, especially for senior high, time and time allotment. And the second one is competency standard. In competency standard is the qualification of the student minimal ability, which illustrate the mastery of knowledge, attitude, and skill obtained through each class or semester for every subject. And the next is basic competence. Basic competency is a sum of student ability for certain subject as the reference for determining the indicator for competency achievement in a subject. And the fourth is indicator for competency achievement. The indicator for competency achievement are formulated with operational facts that can be measured with cover the knowledge, attitude, and skills. And the next is the instructional goal. Instructional goal illustrates the process and the learning outcome achieved by a student in accordance to their basic competence. And instructional material. In instructional material, It includes the fact, concept, principle, and the relevant procedure, and written as suitable item in relation to the indicator for competence achievement. And the next is time allotment. Time is allocated as much as needed to achieve the basic competency and the learning load. And we have methodology. Methodology is methods are used by teachers to create the teaching and learning process to enable the students to achieve the basic competency or a set of specific indicators. And the next is learning activity. There are three activity. There are pre-activity, with activity, and post-activity. And the next is we have evaluation. In teaching, the process evaluation is the process and the instrument for assessment should be based on the indicator for competency achievement and refers to the evaluation standard. And the last one is learning resource. In the learning resource, selecting the learning resource should consider the competency standard and the basic competency, as well as the learning material, the teaching and learning activity, and also the indicator for competency achievement. So this is my explanation about the material uh, of teaching in curriculum and material development. Thank you.